The evolution of the BMW 7 Series has a long history and an impressive evolution. After 45 years of innovation brought to the 7 Series, BMW launched in 2022 the latest model, a real beast both on the outside and inside. Let's know the history and evolution of the emblematic 7 Series model. In 1977, BMW was eyeing the competition and needed a car that would compete directly with Mercedes-Benz S-Class and Jaguar's XJ executive sedan. BMW stopped thinking and used the platform of E3 New 6 to create the first 7 Series model, the E23. Thus, BMW took from the E3 model only the rounded headlights, the rest of the exterior being completely new. Flat and wide hood continue with a simple greenhouse with chrome elements and a lower trunk. As a rival to the Mercedes S-Class, BMW had to bring new technologies to the E23. So, he introduced for the first time in a BMW an onboard computer, a service interval indicator, a control panel check, a dictaphone, and air conditioning control system. The E23 was also the first BMW with an anti-braking system, ABS, a driver's airbag, and two-link front suspension. Despite this, BMW still had a reputation as a sports car manufacturer meant to satisfy only the driver's pleasure. So, exclusive customers were still reluctant to buy the E23. So BMW had to look for solutions to increase the notoriety of this model. So in addition to the standard range of 2.5-liter 6-cylinder engines, BMW has launched a more powerful engine, the 745i version, a 3.2-liter turbo engine or a 3.4-liter turbo with 252 horsepower. The next generation E32 was launched in 1986 and still competes with its rivals Mercedes-Benz, which relies exclusively on passenger comfort. Instead, BMW turned more to the driver, and a sporty character design and new technologies made many business people drive their own cars. On the exterior design side, the E32 was completely redesigned and had a wider look, came with wider grills, redesigned front bar. We find the same thing in the back, the bar being redesigned and the taillights having an L shape. But this model, technologies such as traction and stability control, double glazing, xenon headlights, and two-zone climate control were introduced for the first time on a BMW. However, in order to attract even more customers, BMW launched a long wheelbase variant, which thus offered more legroom for the rear seat. Under the hood, the new E32 came with a 6-cylinder engine, a 3-liter and a 4-liter V8 engine, or a 5-liter V12 with 300 horsepower, the first of its kind after 1945. The highlight of the 7 Series was in 1994 when the third generation was launched. The E38 was one of the most sought-after luxury cars of its time, being considered as the best and most beautiful 7 Series ever made. The exterior design looks sophisticated, but it is at the same time simple with elegant elements but still sporty. The E38 had a fairly small height, and at the front, the grills were rectangular and simple, with thin rectangular headlights covered by a transparent lens equipped with halogen or xenon. Inside, the new 7 Series offered little space in the rear due to the low height, but the German manufacturer also introduced new comfort elements such as satellite navigation and television, but also safety, being the first model in the world with curtain airbags. Under the hood, BMW included 6 inline engines, V8 and V12, and the 5.4-liter 750i version now produces 326 horsepower. Also, the E38 was the first in the 7 Series to be available with a diesel engine. In 1998, the facelift version of the E38 was launched. Some exterior elements have been modified, such as headlights, taillights, suspension being more sporty, and a torque converter. As new features, BMW has introduced an automatic air conditioning control system, front side airbags, and a head protection system, as well as active comfort seats. Do you remember the E65, the model that came with a rather controversial design which came out of the specific BMW patterns? Well, the E65 and E66 are part of the 4th generation BMW 7 Series, launched in 2001. Despite its design, the E65 was awarded in Japan for the most advanced technology on a car. In terms of size, the E65 is longer, taller, and wider than the previous generation. The exterior design was called flame surfacing and received new headlights carved into the bar, wide grills, a sloping and curved back. The interior was full of technology, offering for the first time an infotainment system, which was controlled by a rotary knob. And the double-domed dashboard was not the most beautiful for many BMW fans. Under the hood, the BMW 7 Series came with a wide range of petrol and turbo diesel 6-cylinder engines and V8, along with an iconic V12 petrol model. In 2005, BMW launched a facelift version of the E65 E66. This version came out with an improved design, where BMW changed the cutout of the headlights in the bar and the rear and tail lights got a more elegant shape. Inside, the infotainment system, iDrive, has received new features such as connecting the phone via Bluetooth and navigation. The 5th generation BMW 7 Series was launched in 2008. Again, this generation also came up with a new but much gentler design. Thus, the new 7 Series was outlined by straight and long lines, which highlighted its length. The highlights were completely new and were elongated to the front wings, but the back had a simpler, more elegant look, and the taillights were also completely modified. The interior was completely new, with a well-defined board and continued to the door panel. A new feature brought by BMW was the equipment with up to 5 video cameras to offer the driver many viewing angles. Under the hood, the F01 offered petrol and diesel turbo engines with rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive through a standard 8-speed automatic transmission. The F01 was also the first BMW to be available with a hybrid transmission, but it was not very successful. In 2012, BMW fans received a facelift version of the 5th generation. The exterior did not come with major changes. It came with new LED headlights, bumper and grille slightly modified, and the interior was similar to the previous model. The 6th generation BMW 7 Series was launched in 2015 and comes with radical design changes. The series includes the G11 and G12 models and is the first 7 Series built on the CLAR platform, a polymer frame reinforced with carbon fiber. The G11 comes with a new exterior design with modified bumpers, side vents, laser headlights that combine with the grille, which is also bigger now. The interior looks spectacular, has redesigned chairs with massage, new dashboard with a new iDrive system, a detachable 7-inch tablet, gesture control, traffic jam assistant, remote parking, ambient lighting system, and much more. Under the hood, BMW has brought new, more powerful and more efficient engines available with either 6-cylinder inline or V8, diesel, petrol or hybrid plug-in for the 4-cylinder BMW 740e and a 326 HP electric motor. In 2019, BMW launched an updated version, the G11 LCI. It came with a new hood, front bumper and modified wings, redesigned headlights and grille. BMW has also introduced a light strip behind the taillights. At the same time, BMW has also made changes to the engine range, where on the hybrid model we have an optional new xDrive system, and for the 8-speed automatic transmission, a launch control mode has been installed. In 2022, BMW introduced a new generation of the 7 Series and seemed to be repeating the history of 2001, shocking the world with new design. However, the new 7 Series is full of innovations and technologies. On the outside, the G7 attracts attention with its large grille, but also with the new design of the headlights, which are divided this time. Moreover, the front grille is also available in the illuminated version for those who want something more. Looking from the inside, we notice many lines that outline the car, and the design element of Hofmeister King receives a new design. At the rear, the G70 has a thinner taillight with a subtle L shape. The rear bumper is quite imposing, especially with those notches on the sides. As imposing on the outside as it is on the inside, so the new 7 Series comes with a huge display divided into 2 areas, one 12.3-inch for the instrument cluster and one 14.9-inch for the infotainment system. We also find a standard panoramic Sky Lounge LED roof and a 31.3-inch 8K touchscreen equipped with Amazon Fire TV. In Europe, the new BMW 7 Series will be launched exclusively in the electric version, the BMW i7 xDrive 60. The model is powered by two electric motors that together develop a power of 544 horsepower. Two models with petrol engines and 48-volt mild hybrid technology are available in the US and China. Here, the top of the range will be the BMW 760i xDrive with the new 544 horsepower V8, a 6-cylinder inline diesel engine that develops 300 horsepower on the BMW 740d xDrive will complete Europe's portfolio of propulsion systems in the spring of 2023.